Hi everyone, welcome to hashtag 10 on the 10th, and it might have a 25 or 2025 after it. If so, it'll be in the title that way. This is an open collaboration that is hosted by Metal Scrappin' Chick, who is Kim. Hi Kim. And the idea behind it started off as a card collab where we were to make 10 cards each month for 10 on the 10th. And I think it was initially a closed collab. I could be wrong about that. Well, then last year, I think she expanded it to be 10 of anything on the 10th, as long as it's related to Christmas. So one of the months, I made a bunch of journaling cards and things, or these could have been used on cards. And I did use a few of the blank ones for these cards, only a couple. Um, and then this is the end of my Toile Tidings, Toile, Tidings Christmas paper from Stampin' Up. And I could keep it and make tags, but I'm not going to because I have a ton of paper. So this is going in the recycle. Hopefully they'll recycle it. I did use greetings out of Peaceful Boughs. I used both the season's greetings and the May the Spirit of Peace gently fill your heart and home in this most wonderful time of year. And from Rustic Retreat, I used Sending Warm Christmas Wishes. And I used the deckled rectangles and the deckled circles from Stampin' Up, which are now, I think, retired. All of that's probably retired. So, and I have a couple of those sentiments left. There's a Season's Greetings in green, and two of the green May the Spirit of Peace gently fill your heart and home. I was doing assembly line style. I will hang on to these because these I can use on other projects. So the background color is called Very Vanilla. So that's what I used on the inside. Now, if it had Christmas and it was a longer sentiment on the front, I didn't put anything on the inside. But if it said Season's Greetings, I usually put that longer greeting, the May the Spirit of Peace gently fill your heart and home this most wonderful time of the year. Okay, so I was playing with placement, so some of them are going to be over a little bit this way or up in the corner here because I was looking at the picture and trying to get the best picture. So these are both Sending Warm Winter Wishes. These were smaller scraps. First I got as many big pieces as I could because I wanted to keep these cards easy. This was a different piece of paper that had the red and then the green stripe on the back. All of these had the red and then the same picture in green on the back. So this one also is blank on the inside. Here I used a circle here too, so that's blank on the inside. I hated covering up the picture, but some of them, it wasn't as bad what I was covering. Here I put it down at the bottom because I wanted to be able to see more of the animals up here. And then these, because these were already edged in Vintage Photo, I rounded the corners like they were and I inked them with Vintage Photo. And this one I didn't back on a piece of red card because it was too big over here. It would have like cut the deer in half and stuff. And this is the only one I think I have bumped up on the sentiment bumped up on dimensionals. Here's another one that I rounded the corners. Oh, and on the Season's Greetings, yeah, that's one where I stamped this sentiment on the inside. Okay, so same. And this one, I did that too, but it's not inked up. And that's a horizontal one. See here, this one, I put this way up in the corner because I didn't want to, oh, I forgot to glue that down. I'll do that after. Let me set that one aside though. And this one is down at the bottom so we could get more of the animals. And that's another one where I stamped that longer greeting on the inside. This is another one. I did end up covering up some of the animals, but I still have the buck and the two bunnies and a little bit of fox showing and a bear. And this one I used the round piece. This was one of the pieces I made previously, and then this was another scrap of the stripe paper like I had there. Nothing on the inside. And then this one back to sending warm Christmas wishes, so nothing on the inside. And same with this, that was scraps again. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green ones, and 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red ones. So I actually made 14 cards. Now I did not put any gemmies on yet. I'm thinking I want gold gems on the green, or gold stickles dotted on the sentiment, something gold, just to make it, to bump it up a notch. I also didn't use any ribbon on the red. I might just put gold on all of them because it would be warm, and it says warm. So yeah, I might keep it easy, and we'll see how many gold things I have. So those are my cards. This one I had to fix, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I was doing assembly line this morning. First I did all the card bases, then I did all the inside pieces, then well, actually first I did the designer paper to see how many cards I had to have bases for, and then I cut the card bases, then I cut 14 of these inside pieces, and then I had to corner around some and ink some, and then I had to stamp and die cut the stamped things. So yeah, it was definitely assembly line, and I did that all this morning, which is the 10th of June 2025. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am done with Toile Tidings. And also, just so you know, the stamp set that went with that was also called Toile something, Toile Christmas. And it was a cardinal. But I was not about to be stamping a cardinal and coloring 14 of them or something. So yeah, I was keeping these cards easy. And I don't know if I'll be sending these out or giving them away to like a nursing home or something. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll sign them and take them to a nursing home, but that's only 14. I need a whole lot more. Does anybody need them for someone to give? Or I could send them, if I don't put the bling on, I could probably send them to the Cards for Soldiers thing. I forget the right name. Anyway, I guess maybe I'll do that. All right, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out Metal, Scrap, and Chick. She hasn't really been on a whole lot lately, I don't think, so I hope she's okay. Anyway, are you okay, Kim? Let me know. She might just be busy with work and family and stuff. I'm not sure. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.